You're listening to All Things Transformers, Episode 17, recorded Tuesday, March 17th, 2009. Hello, you're listening to All Things Transformers, episode 16.5. Yes, it is another one of the quickie episodes, although it won't be 5 minutes long. I am Steve/Megatron, and I'm joined by...
Mike with the TFG1 podcast. Wait a second, you screwed up my whole thing. It was supposed to be episode 17, seeing as how this is the 17th day of the month, and it's St. Patrick's Day, damn it.
Okay, it is episode 17, which will be fixed at the beginning of the episode. So I'm just going to leave that part in the beginning. It's funny. As you can tell, we're both very, very tired, and it's early in the morning again.
It's 6:15 a.m. I didn't go to sleep till 3:45. I had my alarm set for 4:45, because normally we get up at 5 o'clock to record. And, yeah. So... what do we got for news, Steve?
Well, for the news, since you covered most of it the other day, I got the little bit that's left that just came out since then. GameStop's taking pre-orders for the Revenge of the Fallen Transformers game, which ships on June 15th for all systems. Not sure how that game's going to turn out, but hopefully it's much better than the original first movie one.
Yeah. June 15th? Are you sure?
Yeah. Pre-order ships on the 15th of June.
Oh, okay. Pre-order. Okay. I was going to say, wait a second. Tuesday is release day normally. I do not understand that. I know we're doing news and stuff, but I do not understand why they would release DVDs and all that stuff on Sundays, Saturdays. I've seen a lot of commercials lately with DVDs being released not on Tuesday, and usually Tuesday is the big day for all kinds of media releases. I don't get it.
I have no idea.
No. What's next?
Now this is the one that's going to irritate you. Transformers 3 has claimed the date of July 1st, 2011, and it says it's not a confirmation, but that it's going to be in production, and that's when they're planning to release it, with no other movies that are supposed to be big anyway released around that time, at this current time anyway.
Oh, I've said it before, and I said it again. I'll say it again. Wait until the second fucking movie is out already to be even... oh my god.
Well, if you noticed in the picture on TFW, it also has a Prime with his hand to his head, like, he's doing a palm head slap.
Yeah, well, I first found out about this over on the Earth2.net forums, and a couple of the guys over there, if you click on the link and look at that thread over there, one of them says, we don't even need Bay anymore. Let's hope he doesn't even do it. And I'm of the same opinion. I'm
not sure what else he can do. I mean, with the series, he's pretty much, he launched it. And the second movie's got a lot of action. Now he's going to need one that's got action, but have to tie it up at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I think if it goes any longer than 3 movies, it's going to bomb.
Oh, yeah.
It's not Star Trek or Star Wars where, for God knows what reason, it keeps going.
Yeah. Well, first of all, he either... I don't know. I just don't know. First of all, the first movie, he made it a note, and actually said this, that he basically could care less about what the fans thought. And I've seen that in print from him.
Oh, I have too.
I don't remember where I've seen it, but I've seen that imprint from him. And now, all of a sudden, with the second movie, I've seen that he wants it to be nothing but for fans. So, make up your fucking mind.
Well, I think the first movie, he just had to get it out there. I think that's mostly what it was. And now that it's created more of a fan base and more that the fans go to see it, he's trying to aim it more towards fans.
I gotta tell you that I pretty much only enjoy the last half of that movie. I cannot stand the first half whatsoever.
Well, to be honest, the first half puts me to sleep.
I don't know what the deal is with names and not having, permission to use, like, a correct character name. Like, Spike and Sparkplug Witwicky is what they should have fucking used, not fucking Sam. Oh,
yeah.
God. It's just gonna give me a fucking migraine. And, like I said, you don't... With a fan base as famous as Transformers is... Well, the fan base isn't famous, but I mean, with a property as famous as Transformers is, you do not sit there and start talking about a third and fourth and fifth film before the fucking second one's even out.
Yeah. Kind of jumping the gun a little bit there.
Yep.
Well, and jump ship from that one to a lot better news. Stan Bush to perform at BotCon 2009, and he managed to get the Touch and Activision's Guitar Hero video game as a free download.
Yep, I saw Birdman's post about that. Oh, that's cool for him. I actually told Mike I was going to email Stan, seeing as how we're doing our movie roundtable this Saturday. I was going to email Stan, see if I could get him on Skype and get him to record a quick little interview for like a music tie-in with the movie roundtable.
Yeah.
But I haven't emailed him yet. I was going to do it like 5 hours ago, and I haven't done it yet. Get around to it
make
eventually.
Sure you get to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you should talk to Birdman. He's actually got all the hookups to Stan.
I've got an email from him with Stan's info, so and he just, Mike's just said, hey, just mention that, you heard about him on Twig, and, you can probably get a better response that way. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I'll just kind of I'll just say, hey, I heard your interview on This Week in Geek, and I really enjoyed what you had to say. This is my own, just give him my own spiel about what TFG1 is, and just see where it goes from there.
Yeah.
Hell, the only thing he can do is say no, so, I mean...
True. Hey, you might as well give it a shot.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's cool, because I get Guitar Hero as well for the Nintendo Wii. Which, the game is increasingly difficult. I can only play it on easy mode and beat it all the way through. But...
Cheater.
Well, I'm not cheating. I mean, it's hard enough with the 3 chords for me. I can't... My hands hurt after doing that.
Hey, I can't play it at all, so...
Well, my girlfriend's younger brother, he's 13. He can play it on hard mode. And dwarfs me on that. So... But, yeah, it'll be nice to be able to play the Touch on there.
Yep.
And I believe that's all for the news.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there was anything else.
Well, you might as well pimp the TFG one for Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday is our big... Is that going to be a pre-record, seeing as how... I don't even have the schedule pulled up, but... We are going to be recording finally, all 3 of us together, me, Steve, and Mike Birdman Dodd from This Week in Geek are going to sit down and do a 86 movie roundtable, finally. This will be episode 16, I believe is what it is. Yeah, because 17 premieres season 3. Yeah, it's going to be really, really fun. Thank God it's not going to be one of these 5 o'clock in the morning records, because it would just really suck if it was.
Yeah.
I've got tons of ideas for that episode, and like after the the actual record, like different audio stuff, which I've talked to you about already. I've actually written up several questions so far, but I haven't really gotten too far as actual discussion topics for, it's just going to be an open thing. So, that will not be available for about, pull up the schedule, I guess. It won't be available for, I think, another month and a half. I think that's what it is. Hell, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, if it's slated to come out at the end of May, it'll be out 2 weeks prior. Because I'm getting
the wedding.
married
yes.
the 3rd week of May, and I won't be in town at all whatsoever near any electronic device for the last week of May.
Wait. Where are you guys going to get married?
Well, we're getting married locally. We're waiting a week to go on the honeymoon, which is not in this country.
Ooh, where are you going?
Ochos Rios and Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought you were going someplace
nice, warm area, all expense paid trip.
No, I thought you were going someplace weird.
No, someplace pretty common. I'm not going to like Antarctica or something.
Oh, that's not what I had in mind for weird, but okay.
Well, that would be weird because I fucking hate the cold.
Hate the cold?
Yes.
Episode 16 is slated to air May 8th. 17 is slated to air the 15th. And 18 is slated to air the 22nd. So, yeah. So you got about a month and a half, people. 2 months till you hear the episode 16 that we're going to be recording this week. And it'll most likely just be our conversation that we record. I don't know if I'll record anything else as far as intro, outro, whatever.
I'll probably just take clips from the
No, yeah, no, I know that, but right now, the way it stands for episode 16, what I have written up is, start off, I'm going to do a solo intro.
Oh.
Like you do. And then I was going to have you play, just play the song The Touch. No, not all the clips. No. I was going to have you just play the song The Touch. And then after that, I've got, hello, welcome to the TFG1 Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Blanchard. Today I'm joined by my friends and sometimes co-host, Ewan Birdman of whatever site you're from. And then I've got the questions that I've written up. So yeah, episode 16's little script thing is very, very short so far right now. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing Saturday. That's kind of why episode 17 of All Things Transformers is being recorded today.
Yes, instead of the usual bi-weekly basis. And
yes. Hey, at least you made it past 15 episodes, which you didn't do that on War Stories.
Well, that was due to laziness, too. Because I should have had more than that. I should have had at least 24.
At least 20?
Something. I don't know. Something around that.
I don't know. Yeah.
But I did get an episode on the regular TF Wire and Play On, so that counts as 17 episodes in the series of TF Wire. But anyways, I guess we'll jump into the listener questions real quick, which are from you.
Yeah.
And you basically asked me in one question, if you had to pick one background character from both sides in Beast Wars or Beast Machines, who would they be and why? No Optimus or Megatron, they're cop-outs.
Well, yep, that's why I said background character. Like, I mean, you can pick anybody. You could pick Cheetor or Rat Trap, anybody that... they were main characters, but Optimus and Megatron are pretty much the main characters. Everybody else is background.
Now, I would have to say for Beast Wars, I would choose probably Tarantulas, mostly because he's freaking crazy as hell. And Beast Machines, I'd have to say Thrust, because friggin' Waspinator gets to come back, and he's actually not blown up all the time.
From what I've from what I've seen of Beast Wars, I like it when Waspinator.
Well, and Nemesis, like the season ending for season 3, they were telling them they have to pack up everything, and of course you'll see that when you see it. But Rattrap's like, "Oh man, I have." He says, "Do you know how many pieces of Waspinator I got?" And then, but yeah. And for the second listener question, it says, "What's your favorite song from the Transformers the Movie 20th Anniversary CD soundtrack release?"
Yep.
I would say probably the one. It's not really a song per se, although the touch is very.
They're all songs. It's all audio. They're all songs. Just some of them are instrumental.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. I would have to say it's. I don't know the title. I think it's the Autobot Decepticon battle. Mm-hmm. I love that in particular, just because it's. I just like the tone and the beats to it.
Yeah, I do too. Actually, it's funny. In order to prepare for Saturday, I actually had the soundtrack playlist playing on my iPod earlier, and I was trying to get myself into the soundtrack mood for Saturday, which it's like 3-4 days away, but still. But yeah, I agree. The Autobot Decepticon battle one is pretty good. Also, I like Escape as well. It's not one of my most favorites, but I can actually, once I hear the beginnings of that song, I can actually hear Ultra Magnus sing from the movie. Autobots, board the shuttles, that whole scene. As soon as I hear that song on the soundtrack, I don't even have to watch the movie, and I can pretty much play out the entire scene in my head.
Yeah, I can pretty much sit there and listen to the entire soundtrack and know what comes where.
Yep. It's actually funny whenever I do, whenever I did finally get the re-release, because I just bought it on iTunes. I don't actually have the CD itself. I probably should get it before it goes out of print, but oh well. But on iTunes, I made a playlist and I moved all the tracks around. So I start off with Unicron's Medley, which was the beginning of the movie. The Theme by Lion. Moonbase 2, Instruments of Destruction, Dare, Autobot Decepticon Battle, Megatron Must Be Stopped, The Touch, Death of Optimus Prime, Escape, Nothing's Gonna Stand in Our Way, Hunger, and then Dare to Be Stupid. Which, it's kind of weird that a Weird Al Yankovic song is in Transformers.
It's the Junkions, they do TV.
I know, it's the Junkions, I know, but... And it's actually funny if you, and I know you're going to do this anyway, if you look at the trailers on the 20th anniversary DVD for the actual movie, like the original trailer, and then in the TV spots, on one of them it says, "The Touch" by, featuring "The Touch" by Stan Bush and "Dare to Be Stupid" by Weird Al Yankovic. It has those two as top billed for... Like, those two songs or those two artists top billed for the soundtrack. I don't know. It's just weird for me to think Weird Al Yankovic is a top bill for a Transformers soundtrack.
Yeah, but you'll never see him hit the new movies. Shit, Stan Bush should have been able to get in the last one, and as well as Vince DiCola, but obviously Michael Bay didn't want them or anybody associated.
Michael Bay. I think the only movie of his that I can actually watch and enjoy anymore is Armageddon.
I liked The Island as
That's
well.
It.
I mean, it's not one of my favorite movies, but it was still pretty good. Once you get past the first, 45 minutes. Because it's all action.
Yeah, it's...
I don't care much for the story, but it's neat.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it. So I really can't comment, so...
And you want to do a movie podcast. I'm just fucking with you.
Well, yeah. So, doesn't mean I've seen every movie in existence.
I have. No, I'm just joking.
I'm sure you probably come close.
I've seen over 1,000 movies. At least. And I own 630. So.
Yeah, but about half of those are VHS.
No, that's not counting the VHS.
Oh,
the
damn.
VHS puts me at about 900.
Damn, that's wrong.
Yeah, because I got, I just recently got, a couple more of the Police Academy, but I had, I found out that I had bought Beverly Hills Cop and, like, Lethal Weapon and stuff on, VHS a long time ago. So I'm going to probably have to go watch those sometime as soon as I hook up my, VCR. But
I've always liked that, both of those series. But it's, of course, you didn't hear it in the audio, but in mine and Mike's conversation about Beverly Hills Cop, Beverly Hills Cop 2 is one of those action comedy movies that you can just throw, like when you're feeling like really, really blue and you need to laugh, you throw that in and you'll feel better the rest of the day after seeing it.
yeah.
It's just one of those types of 80s cheesy action comedy movies, and it's just fucking great. So do we have any more news?
Well, I recently was playing around with on voiceactingalliance.com. I was looking for just random shit to voice in because I'd gotten a role on there once before, and about 2 years ago. But there's various, like, either series that are stop motion, or there's just audio plays or fan dubs. Well, this particular one is a stop motion, and it's called Transformers Retribution. It's a fan-made Transformers series for YouTube, and it regards 6 Decepticons and 5 Autobots as they fight to control Earth's energy and resources and the Allspark. So I auditioned for various characters, and I got Starscream and Barricade for the series. Somebody else got Megatron, and which they wanted a more Hugo Weaving voice, which I can't do. Then they got a couple of their own characters like Storm Surge and Acid Storm, and then they got Frenzy, which I'm not doing. And then the only Autobot they got listed thus far is Bumblebee. But I am cast in that with 2 characters, and
Sorry. Tried to cover it up as much as possible, but at least it wasn't as bad as it was last time. Yeah.
And then the other one that I'm involved in that I sent auditions for that I don't know if I'm going to get yet is Beast Wars Revelations stop motion series. Yep, the deadline was for January something, but nobody responded to it until recent. And so I don't know what's going on with that because the actual guy for the show hasn't reposted since it looks like January. But I went for, I believe, Optimus, Rhinox, Dinobot, Megatron, Waspinator, and Tarantulas. So, yeah. And there's somebody else that's saying, oh, they're going to give me the run for the money with Megatron. I says, I doubt it.
Yeah, I seriously doubt it, too, because yours is almost just like David Cage.
I try. That's one voice I have been doing since I was like 10. Or at least since the series started coming out.
Yeah.
But, yeah, other than that, I don't see any other news.
Cool. Well, as everybody knows, Transformers Animated premiered this past Saturday with Transwarped. And I gotta say, I have noticed a lot I mean, tons and tons of G1 stuff tying in with actually almost with the entire series of animated. And I've noticed plenty of Beast Wars stuff as well. So they're kind of tying it all together almost. But, yeah, as most people know, a lot of the fans really didn't like... Well, I really can't speak for the fan. Majority of them, I mean, most of them that I've talked to or heard opinions from, most of them completely fucking hated animated. Especially some of the off-the-wall, non-linear episodes like Garbage In, Garbage Out is probably the only one that comes to mind. Yeah, we got Wreck Gar,
Pretty
but...
episode other than that.
Yeah. And if you go over to PrettyCutEmpire.com, you can read my review on Transformers Animated. Anyway, yeah, Season 3 premiered, and I gotta say, this is really the first episode since the series' inception that I actually really liked. There's only two others that I did, which was the Season 1 ender, Megatron Rising, and the Season 2 ender, A Bridge Too Close. But other than that, I really like what they're doing for Season 3. I just can't wait until Saturday morning now. Let's hope my fucking DVR doesn't mess up. Yeah, I'd have to say that I definitely
am impressed with the series overall. And I can't wait to see more of it. It's, you know, I was talking about wanting to see a more adultish Transformers series, but in this regard, the series has gotten much, much better since Season 2 and Season 1. Yeah, well,
it's gotten a little more adult, too.
They plug the key into Sari. She grows up. She's techno-organic because of her interaction with Sumdak, so it scanned him partially. So she's techno-organic, like a Beast Machine or Beast Wars hybrid, basically. And, yeah, so I mean, that alone shows some of Beast Wars. Wasp is coming up in the future episodes, obviously. And they have tons of fan wanks like Rodimus, Ironhide, Cliffjumper, you know, Shockwave, and...
Yeah, I actually like Ironhide in this series. Because his name actually goes along with what he can do. I mean, I'm sorry. As much as I love G1... Ironhide in G1 was fucking useless. But anyway, back to animated. I actually had to do some research on this. Because when I first... Because I didn't really recognize it in the other episodes that Shockwave has been in. When I first heard him talking in Transwarped, I was like, wait. That sounds just like G1. What the hell? So I went on IMDb, I looked up I just did a character search, and looked up, and sure enough, Corey Burton voiced Shockwave in G1, and he's voicing Shockwave in animated, which I think it's fucking great. Same thing with Blur. John Machida Jr. voiced Blur in animated, just like he did in the original, well, the movie, plus the seasons after the movie. So I think that's great that they got two of the main G1 voice actors to come back to voice their original roles.
Yeah, well, they did that as well with Sue Blue for RC. And I don't think anybody else has picked up their old role. I'm still wondering to find out who played the voice of like Rodimus and some of the other characters from this current episode.
Yeah, I tried looking it up on IMDb, and when I looked it up, they didn't have it at the time, and that was like 2 days ago. Normally, IMDb has crap up like 8 hours after something is
all
online.
I've got are the...
I don't know.
Just the normal cast. They don't have anything else.
Yeah, the episode cast, yeah. My biggest gripes with the episode, I mean, I'll say flat out, I fucking loved it overall. Love the way the story went. I'm so glad DFW was wrong when they said that it wasn't going to be a continuation storyline of it. It's just 3 episodes thrown together. Which technically is right and wrong. If you look at the only comparison I can make, when they first started to make when He-Man was really popular, and I know this is completely off topic, but this is the only comparison I can think of. When He-Man was really popular, they wanted to make a female version, so they created She-Ra. Well, they had 5 parts to the She-Ra introduction, which they just threw together and made the movie The Secret of the Sword. That's the same thing here. They have a long, arcing story in Transwarped. It's 3 episodes thrown together, but it all ties in. It's not like it's 3 separate episodes that have nothing to do with each other.
It actually doesn't look like it goes separately. It looks like one whole loaded episode.
No, it doesn't. It's one whole 90-minute long episode. But one of my gripes is the cosmic rust thing. I don't know if the episode's out. I don't remember which episode it's in, but I remember I just reviewed and I just watched the Cosmic Rust episode in G1. And for it to take full effect to completely paralyze a Transformer, it took more than 3 seconds of screen time. It took like maybe 15-20 minutes, and in the actual story it takes like 5 to 6 hours for you to pretty much fall all apart. So the little vial thing that I think it was Oil Slick that threw it. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know who threw it, but Oil Slick throws a vial of cosmic rust at Rodimus, and it just infects him and only him, his entire body, and he falls down. Yeah. So I don't know, but it's nice that they're doing all these G1s, all this G1 callback stuff. I should probably mention that Blur is now
they basically killed him.
A trash-compacted piece of cheese.
That's sad.
Supposedly. Yeah, Blur's dead, unfortunately. And I think that the effects... Well, that's sad as far as that goes, but the effects with Blur just running across space... I mean, not even transforming and not flying and whatever else, not even driving. He ran across space to get to Cybertron. And I think that's really cool because I don't think Blur in G1 ever did anything in robot mode that fast other than talk. I mean, he pretty much raced and stuff in G1, but yeah, I really did like Blur, and I didn't even notice until I looked it up. Far as who played him in animated. I didn't even know it was John Rashida Jr. who played the original Blur as well.
Judd Nelson.
Who?
Well, he is a lot older.
Oh. Didn't sound like him, but okay. That's... Yeah, but I mean... I don't know. I guess I haven't seen him in a lot of current stuff, so I wouldn't really know.
Yeah.
I mean that's cool that they brought him in to reprise his original voice role for Transformers. And I actually like what's his name? I mean, I like Judd for what he did in the movie, but I actually like. I think it's Dick Goddard or Dick. It's something, I forget what it is. I don't feel like... Yeah, that did it in Season 3 and Season 4. I actually like the voice that he did for him. Only problem and I know this is off the animated topic, only problem I have with Rodimus in Season 3 and Season 4, he is so off-model. His colors, he looks nothing like he looked in the movie. As far as the colors and stuff, it's a lot darker maroon. Anyway, that's beside the point. But I think this is an excellent start to Season 3. Hopefully they can keep this up, this caliber type of stuff. And as much as I rag on the show, and as much as a lot of people do, as much as at first I didn't like the animation style, I love this. This is the best animation I've seen them do at all.
And the one family. It kind of gets rid of the freaking headmaster and
Yeah, well, no,
dipshit
not,
McGee that runs Soonback Industries.
They. Yeah, I think that was cool as hell how Prime tricked him into transforming him. Oh, I guess the guy that
and David K played
really
Cliff Jumper and Tara Strong
head.
played Strika. So we got 3 of the voices nailed.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'm actually digging David as Prime. I didn't think I would at first, and I know I didn't like the first 3/4 of the first and second seasons, but I'm actually digging his Optimus Prime voice. And I've noticed something since doing my review for the site. When I went back and I watched the original 3-parter that introduced us to the series, they directly say that they are descendants of the G1 Autobots and Decepticons. So it's almost like they've taken G1 Beast Wars and then this and pretty much combined them all together. They really don't say anything specifically about Beast Wars and Beast Machines as far as ancestors or whatever, but I mean, it's pretty much taking it all together, which I do like.
But overall, this was a great episode of TF Animated, and if they continue on this track, I don't see why they would absolutely cancel it. I mean, I could see putting it on like a hiatus of sorts, but if they continued on this caliber, I would say that they should continue, or either that or just end this with a bang and start something new.
Yeah. I think they're going to end it with a bang and start something new because supposedly Cartoon Network gave Marty Eisenberg his walking papers, and that's why it's ending. It's because he's no longer with Cartoon Network. Hell, they've already removed all the Season 4 tie-ins to Season 3,
so with Optimus Prime
hopefully they have stuff in place to send it off.
I can't open the Matrix. Well. Open, damn it, open!
What a what a role reversal that would be. And I seriously hope somebody
annihilates his ass.
Drops a fucking
that would be
nuke
awesome.
On Sentinel Prime. I cannot stand him. You know, this is the only this is the only mode of Megatron's alt mode that I actually like, as far as it being so close to G1.
And as you can see, he's gone for another coughing fit. So it leaves it to me to finish in his particular area of the episode.
Shut up. My main thing about Megatron is he should always, it's just my own opinion, he needs to be a gun. That's what he was in G1. It's just, I don't know, it's just, I'm pretty much a stuck-in-time type of person that I don't want shit to change. But I do have to admit, his jet mode and animated, his Earth mode looks fucking awesome, especially with the giant fucking gun.
For looking exactly like G1 for the most part in robot mode, I would have to say that was the best mode that they could have chose for his alt mode. But I guess we'll tie this up because I got to get ready for work, and it was just basically a short commenting.
Yeah. Yeah, it was basically a somewhat animated review. I do like what they did with the Sorry Sumdoc storyline, and I've said this before on the forums, I think, I don't know. her transformation when it shows
Well,
her
my favorite
glowing
part about her
and her eyes glowing
finding out
and
she's
all
a
that
robot
crap
is when she blasts
reminded me of a
Powell
Sailor
and
Moon
Masterson.
episode.
It's like, take that, fucker.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyways, I guess we'll tie this
Yeah.
up here, and be sure to listen or read Mike's rant on TF Animated on the articles area of the site. It should be on the main page on the left-hand side, or you can go to the information tab, editorials,
Yep.
and click on articles, and it should be in there.
Yes, and you should also, while you're at the site,
Well,
click on the
that you can
forums and
participate
actually
in some
join the
other hidden
forums,
items
please.
that show
Don't
up if
just
you're a
be a
member.
guest looking around randomly.
But it also helps us to better the podcast and the site as well. So,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
and you can reach us at podcast@PredaconEmpire.com for your questions, comments, or
Yes, it
listener
does.
questions, or whatever else you feel like sending to us. And you can reach me on Twitter at SCP21. And go ahead and pimp your email address for TFG1.
And mine is TFG1 Podcast. Actually, I have some news about that, which reminds me. It's TFG1podcast@gmail.com. I actually did get an email from somebody, one of the newer members over on the Earth2.net forums, apparently caught up and listened to all my podcast episodes, like as far as the actual G1
Alrighty.
review episodes, and sent me an email, which I will be reading in episode 10 whenever we get around to recording that.
Yep, so this is Steve/Megatron signing off.
Yep, so, we have dead air here. And this is Mike with TFG1 Podcast. See you folks later.